She needs to be hanging from the nooses.
Oh,
yes.
You might get in trouble for that the way they're going right now.
She could suck it anyways.
Tried it.
Some landed between the eyes would be good for her.
Hateful comments from a group of adults directed at Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry. City News obtained a copy of the video that was live streamed to YouTube Saturday night. The video was shot by New Westminster resident Mac Parhar, a member of Vancouver's Flat Earth community, which believes the Earth is flat. The video shows about a dozen adults gathering in a private home, including 7-time Juno nominee John Stetch. No one appears to be wearing masks. No one is social distancing. But some are making negative comments about BC's top doctor.
Did I ask you what you have to say to Bonnie Henry?
Yeah, she can go herself.
She could suck it anyways.
Tried it.
Some landed between the eyes would be good for her.
Someone off-screen then tells Parhar his comments could be quoted by the media. When reminded about his lead between the eyes comment, Parhar says he was talking about a bindi.
Yeah, like an Indian bindi.
Any is too much, but we see way too much misogynistic language online and hate. I mean, we have to call this for what it is. It's hate. And it's often directed against women in leadership roles.
Equal Voice is a group dedicated to electing more women to political office in Canada. They say women in leadership often deal with this type of abuse.
It's something that all of us need to really grapple with, because we're seeing that this intensity and the level of hate and harassment that people are experiencing is discouraging people from getting involved in public life.
It's not the first time BC's top doctor has had violent comments directed at her. In September, Dr. Bonnie Henry said she'd received death threats and even had to have security in place at her home. A UBC professor researching the online harassment of Canadian politicians during the 2019 federal election says these latest comments are not surprising.
One of the things that we're still looking into, but I think starts to come out in the research, is that women who are prominent and getting abuse get things that are directed at them.
In a statement to City News, the Ministry of Health says government takes threats to anyone in BC's public service very seriously and works with the appropriate agencies and authorities to address them, and says no further details will be provided. And Vancouver police say the incident is under investigation, though there was a time delay between when this alleged gathering occurred and when police were notified and able to respond. As such, there was no longer an unlawful gathering taking place when VPD officers responded.
But in many of the cases of politicians, particularly female politicians, one of the things they said that made them wary about negative comments was that they often were worried this could represent a pattern of escalation.
When reached through Facebook, Parhar says City News' previous story unfairly represented him. Parhar did not acknowledge a request for an interview, but later sent News 1130 a notice of liability, identifying himself as a living man with unalienable God-given rights and threatening to sue for defamation. Miranda Fatur, City News.